right. This is Deborah Taylor. We're going to be starting this webinar very shortly, and you should be able to see my screen as well as see slides that I'm about to show. All right. Got a little kickback noise here. Hi, David. Hope you can see you. Um, there's a chat box on the top right-hand corner, so you're able to chat if you want to, and you can add anything you want in the chat box. Okay. And I'll be getting started in about 30 seconds. So anyway, I am seeing my screen, and in my screen I can see myself, but I don't know. Let's see here. I change so you can see my presentation here. go ahead and talk a little bit about financial education services tonight. And so, right, the first thing I want to do is talk about the financial education services. You should be able to see a presentation that starts with the FES logo. If you don't see that, certainly adjust or check your settings on your end to be able to see. It starts off with financial education services. So we're going to get that started, and it should be on the very middle of your screen. So I'm going to start with, my name is Deborah Taylor, Executive Sales Director of Financial Education Services. You want to kind of, again, scroll down if you're on a phone, and you'll be able to see a slide that shows the very first slide. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and start talking a little bit about our slide 2. It's really about the state of America's economy. We all know that right now we're in a tough economy. And generally speaking, there's a lot of debt that people have, poor credit, less than perfect credit, basically more month than money. And just basically, as you can see on the slide, there's a lot of different challenges in individuals across the nation. And we really have a premise of hope, helping other people every day with services they need. They know they need them. So when you look at America's economy, there's no person really that doesn't have a sense of what's going on with the economy. Right now, most people don't even know if they have enough money to live on in retirement. And the average person literally is preparing for a future that's going to be challenging because we're projecting the average retirement age to be 82 or so by 2025. So it's really challenging. And what's the reason for this? Really, it's to a lack of financial education. I mean, that's just, when you look at the purpose of what's going on, it's not that people grew up and didn't want to do well. It's just that most people didn't know about the principles of writing checks, staying on a debt, keeping their debt to income ratio. It just didn't happen. And so when you think about that, we have a company, Financial Education Services, that provides education needed a long time ago, and basically services that protect your credit, your family, your finances, your lifestyle, and your future. And we're going to share a little bit about promising career opportunities. Our company was founded in 2004 by Mike Toloff and Pyramil Nayak, two phenomenal integritous gentlemen. And our company has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and really phenomenal growth, debt-free. If you want to know about being debt-free, you want to know from a company that's debt-free. And basically, just the company executives have been there since the beginning. So a little bit about why financial services. About how many people do you know with less than perfect credit? Right now, it's statistically, there's 80% of people or more that have issues with their credit reports, and a number of people, literally 43 million plus, that have less than perfect credit. How many people have no idea of how to pay it off? Don't have their personal financial affairs in order, don't have life insurance, and on it goes. Think about it. You can't even afford an annual vacation. And going to a local establishment and doing what we call a staycation does need additional income and just need a solution and plan of action. So I'm going to share with you briefly what we have, which is called the Protection Plan membership. This is very important. And by the way, as I mentioned earlier, if you have any comments or anything, go ahead into the chat box, and we'll have a little Q&A at the back side of the session. So the solution that we have is the Protection Plan membership. I'm excited about the Protection Plan membership. Protect your various important, most critical elements of your life. So you think about living freedom every day life, from being able to do the things you want to do, when you want to do them, with whom you want to do them with. So that's our freedom plan. That's our life, living in freedom every day. In our protection plan, we believe one day everyone's going to have a protection plan. And there's people that want only some of our services, others that want all of them. Let me just say, if there isn't anything else you walk away with today, we want you to know that there's still some information that you could take advantage of. So let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. In the protection plan, you're going to have credit restoration. Think about this. What if you had a company that can help you restore your credit, be able to remove, update, and possibly have items reflected to a zero balance. And we're talking about items like bankruptcy, short sales, foreclosures, delinquencies, inquiries, bankruptcies, and on and on it goes. Our company has a tremendous track record of success. In the course of our time of being, we've been able to help individuals to the tune of literally over 800,000 derogatories that have been removed, including over 100,000 um, records. It's pretty exciting. So the good news is you can restore your score, though. You know, maybe bad things happen to good people, right? Guess what? The Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971 gives Americans the right to dispute and investigate any item on their credit profile. We have it removed, updated, or again reflecting paid as agreed. Share with you, how about a great service where you could have an online dashboard? So while the company, our home office takes care of writing your dispute letters, but you also have the ability to track all of that on this wonderful dashboard online. Log in, see what's going on, get educated. We want you to be educated, coachable, willing to pay your bills on time, and then have this great service to track what's going on. As you can see across the area there, look at all those wonderful features where you can get education, keep up with what's going on. You see, we also have the ability to assist you with rental karma, where you could create a trade line from your rent. How about smart credit and what's going on with your credit profile? Being able to dispute anything that might be going on and on it goes. Being able to see your current credit score, that's back there. And then on Smart Credit, you can track your score as you go along and also have a copy of the report. So it's a great, great service. Pretty excited about it. On this next slide, in your back office there on your dashboard, you'll be able to see all the negative items on all three bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and see as they're updated for you. So it's an amazing service, and our customer support at corporate is stellar. So you can't go wrong with our service. And so you're going to receive not only a credit coach from our corporate office, credit advisor, a website to track what's going on, and all the dispute letters prepared for you. So it's a great service. So in summary, United Credit Education is our nonprofit of our marketing arm, which is Education Services, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Yay! How about satisfaction guarantee? Yay! So we get to tell people you have nothing to lose other than your less than perfect credit. How about the documentation that meets conversation, as I mentioned earlier? As you can see on the slide, the service works for itself. I mean, it works for you rather. Other valuable credit services. How about Credit Builder? Wouldn't it be great to have an analysis and have someone let you know if you have maybe too many open credit cards, not enough, maybe letting you, have a chance to have someone giving you input onto your current credit situation. And maybe you don't need the full credit restoration. Maybe you just need some services. This will help you with some of the services. Love to get out of debt, but using the same budget you were using, and being able to have an algorithm that gives you a strategy to get out of the debt snake system. Great software, phenomenal. So we're real proud of the services in our credit building platform. This is all, again, part of the membership. One needs a membership. Credit attorney is available for you, as you can see on this next slide. Someone that's a debt collector that's harassing you. Well, you can talk to our credit attorney. I have a testimony. A very phenomenal lady, medical doctor, is one of our agents with our company, and basically I was talking to the credit attorney about a number of items and things that had happened, and said the service was phenomenal. She was on the line with him for a significant amount of time, and he addressed more than she even called for. Absolutely phenomenal. How about, the credit monitoring I mentioned already? Just some great, great services. But let's talk about documentation. That beats conversation, right? Every day of the week. We have a number of people, like these examples here, where individuals have had their credit increased to the point where they were able to save $2,000 per year on car insurance. So the average family has less than $500 in savings. By getting your credit taken care of, Reed was able to save and put back $200 plus a month into her household. Think about that. And that's just one example of many. And we have lots of testimonies. Sharing that and the other testimonies with you is because the reality is that, a lot of times we think about how much we make, but sometimes we need to think about how much we keep. Save between $200,000 and maybe even in excess of over $1 million by you getting the credit on the right track. And so we don't have money to give away. Why should we? How about a gentleman that was able to enroll in our service and go ahead and get a car with a low down payment and very low interest? You know how you go in and you see these signs that say sign and drive? Well, if your credit's less than perfect, they tell you, but for you, it's not sign and drive. It's going to be some money down and a much higher interest rate, costing you again more money. Not good. A couple more quick examples. Had a couple out of Texas. I had a removed, literally able to save, $1,000 a month. Think about that over a 30-year mortgage. That's $360,000. Hence my comment earlier about less than perfect credit could cost you between $200,000 and over $1 million. And then it goes example after example. How about identity theft? #1 theft in our country. We have LifeLock that is great and actually gives you or provides you up to $1 million of insurance, if you will, or identity protection insurance if something happens to you, to preserve your good name. I think that's phenomenal. How many of you know that all of us, regardless of what we think, are not going to stay here forever? Everyone's going to die. But the majority of people don't have a will, trust, and power of attorney. Not good. So we have as our protection plan, you're able to take care of that. Because the reality is, if you don't have a will, trust, and power of attorney, guess what? You may think you don't have anything, but if you have kids, if you have a car, maybe if you have fillings in your mouth, glasses, earrings, guess what? People will fight over those items. And especially if you have kids, if you don't have a will, trust, and power of attorney, your kids can end up in probate and foster care. Your items could end up in probate, I should say. And kids could end up in foster care. A lot of times we think, well, I know who I want to take care of things for me, or maybe if something happens to me, my spouse can get funds in my bank account. It doesn't work that way. You need a power of attorney. What about for healthcare situations? Who knows what you really want in your wishes? Wouldn't it be great if someone could take that information and have it? Grieving and dealing with situations is hard enough, let alone having to make decisions that you don't even know a person may or may not even want. So that's another situation that is something that we need to have in order. And will, trust, power of attorney, you want to get that? That's also in your protection plan. I think that's just amazing, really, really exciting. Okay, as we move on here, additional benefits, we have great benefits for our protection plan members, from pharmacy discounts, being able to shop and get cash back on your purchases, being able to have insurance solutions. Everyone that becomes an agent, which I'll share briefly, also receives over a period of time up to $100,000 in life insurance. For example, it's amazing. So great benefits. Really, really excited about you can see on these slides, all part of the protection plan. And so when you look at the slide here, this is the website at protectionplan.com, where you can see the suite of services. We're talking amazing services, 12 plus if you're an agent of insurance. And if you were to go on the market, what would it cost to protect your family? Over $10,000 per month. Guess what? Good news. Our protection plan is only $87 per month. And if you're an agent, if you have 5 other referrals as customers or agents on our protection plan, yours is free. That is amazing. I know people that pay more than $87 a month for just life insurance. We're real proud of the protection plan membership. And hey, in the $87 a month, even when yours is free, it still counts because the company is able to utilize $2 of every protection plan for our Youth Literacy Foundation, where we're helping educate young people that from 8 to 18 years of age that maybe didn't have the education that many of us would have liked, literacy, staying out of debt, and so forth. And we've given away quite a bit of money, and we'll continue to do so to help the youth. Now that moves us right into our career opportunity. I tell you what, always excited. And when you agree there's some amazing services that people in the marketplace need, if you and I know they need them, guess what? We have services people need, and they know they need them, and that creates a tremendous demand. When they're going to retire, they don't know. They can't control their promotions and benefits in their future. So we have an exciting market where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. We earn income in several ways. Let's talk about a few of them just for the sake of time. We have two divisions. We develop corporate accounts and we have business development. You know that works with individuals with less than perfect credit. We're talking mortgage, real estate, tax professionals, bankruptcy attorneys, any individual that works with clients that need nominal corporate accounts. And let's not forget about all the individuals in insurance, furniture companies, those these individuals, the clients that we have, other corporate opportunities. We can go into companies and do payroll deduction. We can set up apartment people with the rental karma, and we can even help merchants save money on the merchant processing, which creates a great opportunity. Now I'm going to just share a couple of examples of what would happen if you were an agent on our protection plan. Every time you enroll phenomenal protection plan, the company's going to give you $12 residually per month. There's no limit to how many individuals enroll on our protection plan. So if you have 100 protection plan members, that's $12 a month. If you have 1,000 protection plan members, well, you could do the math. But if you are an agent and you get your first 3 protection plans in your first 30 days, you're also going to receive a fast track bonus of $100. So let's look at a theoretical example. If you had 2 customers per week, you would already start generating about $4 per month. If you had 5 customers per week, now again, there's a lot of people enrolling in our protection plan. And start to generate after month 6, $1,500 a month. If you were able to get 15 protection plan customers per week, $1,000 per year, top 5% of money earners in the country. I think it's exciting. This can be sold individually, so not everyone has to or needs to or wants to get on the protection plan. So you can earn income on other services as well. If you're interested in services that maybe not our agent opportunity, you can certainly take advantage of our services. But J. Paul Getty said it best. It's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. I think you'd agree that is so true. So as I move into business development with a few examples, if you have any questions, go to your chat box, and you certainly can, chats that you have, ask any questions and take advantage of that. Just kind of FYI on that. We're going to talk a little bit about our customer acquisition bonus. So a person can be an agent and another agent and help them get protection plans. As you can see on the slide, generate a $100 cap bonus plus the benefits that we talked about. And is our director's position. So it's now volume based. This person's doing about $10,000 a month in volume, whereas an agent is just getting started in this position. A person can enroll an agent, help them get a couple of protection plans. Look at the difference in that cap bonus. So great cap bonuses are phenomenal. Bonuses go all the way up to our senior executive vice president, and $50 for enrolling an agent, helping them get their first few protection plans. So the company does what's called a customer acquisition bonus because they are picking up the acquisition of these clients that are enrolling. Now, this example here, a person could be a sales director with just a few agents. If they help those agents go out and enroll other agents and help them get the protection plans, get them started with first 2 or 3 protection plans, that individual with a handful of agents in each combined protection plans, that would end up generating about $5,000 a month in bonuses. So in this example, if it happened once a month, $5,000. If it happened once a week, $20,000 a month. If it happened twice a week, well, you could do the math. It's pretty exciting. We have what's called our residual protection plans because guess what? Those $12 bills can start to add up. So as you can see in this example, 5 customers is going to generate a nice hefty amount, not hefty yet, but as you go along, everyone wants 5 because as I mentioned earlier, if you get 5 protection plan customers, yours is free. So this theoretical example, over a period of time, if everyone got 5, and over a period of say 5 or 6 years, if you ended up with the number of protection plans you see on the screen, that would generate with our infinity bonus about $75,000 a month. With a couple thousand protection plans, it's still $7,500 a month or $90,000 a year, and certainly with a couple of hundred protection plans, it's still $750 a month. The R&R Club, Rest, Relaxation, and Retirement. This is a plan that's going to enable a person that wants to really go out and build protection plans, the ability to have a car payment taken care of, cash bonuses, house payment, a retirement plan, and then finally, what we like to call our lifetime bonuses, the just phenomenal, where you can generate a pretty nice nest egg to leave generational wealth. That's for somebody that wants to go on and make it happen, though. This is not something that maybe is overnight. We have some phenomenal success stories going on right now. The R&R Club stands for Rest, Relaxation, and Retirement. So this is, the plan I just laid out. That comes to our training and support. So our company says, listen, for the sake of this information, when someone's explaining it, 100% of the knowledge. By the time it goes down, whisper down the lane, it gets to a contact, and then maybe from you to a contact, it's less than 3%. And that means two things. It doesn't matter who invited you to look at the information or who enrolls you, because you could plug into the system, save yourself time, energy, and money, and go on and do better than them. We're very system dependent, not people dependent. And support everything from online, conference calls, local trainings, regional, success, and national advanced leaderships. So it's going to come down to you. Listen, I'm not interested in the services or being an agent, but I can give you referrals. You'd be at your level of interest. You could say, I might need some services, so then here's something to consider. You could actually become an agent on our protection plan, get 5 referrals, and you also now are eligible for the $100,000 life insurance, Residual, and you basically would be getting all the services. And so basically, the company will be paying you $700 per year to have free insurance, great services, and make a little money and get the tax write-offs. We believe that truly is protection that pays. Think about your level of interest. You want to be an agent. So let me show you real quick steps to getting started. Enroll as an agent and go slow, where you get an agency, you get the services, $199 one time for the agency, $87 a month for the services, for a total of $286. You're acquiring customers, getting the services for free, building a small team of agents, certainly having the life insurance and supplemental income. Or you want to go now, you add Secrets of Success training for $189. These can all be separate. What's great about that is now you want to build a substantial amount of income. Go after that R&R Club for the rest, retirement, and relaxation. To be a pro, pro has coaches. Pro is trained. Exemplary in business are trained. Highly trained people are highly paid people. Mindset. You're going to learn, just so many things. It's just amazing. You learn from top professionals how to be a top professional. I love that. And once you're going to enroll, you're going to receive some great things. First of all, a website that looks like this. You don't have to keep track of the compensation and all that. It's all back there for you. Great templates and training, some amazing back office, great resources, documents, everything you can imagine, scripts, everything. And you're also going to not only have your website, you're going to have a tracking system that we all can access at our corporate office. The ability, if you're eligible, to get position you to get a raise. And step 2, you want to get protected. Be on our protection plan. And then remember, refer 5 and it's free. You also want to expose people. We don't impose, we expose. So, who do you know with less than perfect credit? Who do you know that could use a will trust partner? Extra money, maybe dissatisfied with their job. Who do you know out there all over the place? And then here you are, you have contacts with people. What you don't have is respect and credibility yet in this business. So you lean on the expertise of experts and let us help you learn. Then the next step is schedule your first training and complete your checklist. You want to get trained. You want to go through all our great training. And then finally, if you think about the information I just shared, and I think I just lost my page here. Where is it? Hold on. I lost my webinar. There we are. All right. Quick recap. You want to go slow or you want to go pro. So let me just say, the information you heard today is amazing information. And I'm looking right now at our chat to see if there's any questions. No one has any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and say, get back with the person that invited you on the webinar and let them know your level of interest. And listen, opportunities don't go away, they just go to somebody else. This is Deborah Taylor from West Bloomfield, Michigan. Thank you.